Okay. We have zinc oxide eugenol paste. It is a rigid impression material. Zinc oxide eugenol paste, it's irreversible set by chemical change. It's irreversible, that means it cannot be returned back to original shape. If this material set by physical change, we will call it is irreversible, but it is changed by chemical. That's why we call irreversible. Till here it is clear. والindication مال zinc oxide eugenol paste it is هواية. You can use for cementation, temporary filling, TF, حشوة مؤقتة. الحشو حصب. Surgical pack in periodontal surgery. Bite registration, الطبعات مال بين الفكين. And temporary relining. Impression for the last one. Number 7, it's impression material for edentulous patient. That means completely edentulous patient. Zinc oxide eugenol, it is irreversible material set by chemical change. Why we irreversible? Because it is chemical change. If this material changed by physical properties or physical reaction, it's usually we will call it is a reversible material. That's why it is irreversible. That means it cannot be returned back to original shape. The uses of zinc oxide eugenol paste, it is the following. Number 1, cementation. Number 2, حشو مؤقتة. Number 3, root canal filling material. حشو جذر. Number 4, surgical pack in surgery. Number 5, bite registration paste. Number 6, temporary relining for dentures. Number 7, and the last one for impression taken for edentulous patient. Classification according to ADA, that means American Dental Association, specification number 16. يعني على مود المعرفة لكل الماتريال بالدنتال عنده كود. هذا المنظمة يخلون لنا المواصفات لكل المادة. For ADA specification for zinc oxide eugenol paste, when you written number 16 رأسا ينطق zinc oxide eugenol paste لكل مواصفات. We have two types, type 1 or type 2, either hard or soft. ليش أكرر مرات فيها خلل connection. Okay, it's usually available in two paste, either it is in two color, white and red. Usually دير بالكم red one it is accelerator, it is catalyst, reactor, retarder, all of the name the same. The whiter one it is base paste. Okay, the base paste usually consists of zinc oxide, while the accelerator it's usually the main content of it is eugenol. That's why we call zinc oxide eugenol paste. This is the toothpaste. This is the toothpaste. The manipulation, how it dispense two tube in two length, but must be in equal length. One of them it is a base, and other one it is a catalyst. How to mix it? By the aid of spatula on a mixing slab. After mixing, this is two color. After mixing will be changed to one color. That's how you know the mixing is good. The two color change it to one color. This is the same. It's red one reactor, catalyst. The white one, this is the base. The white one usually it is zinc oxide, while the red one it is eugenol. After mixing, it will change to one color. The setting reaction, zinc oxide usually reacted in the presence of the zinc oxide its base. عندي الفيديوهات هواية. يوم الاثنين يوم الاثنين اجي لللاب اني اشرح لكم كل الفيديوهات. Okay. The setting reaction, zinc oxide in the presence of the moisture react with eugenol to form what? To form zinc eugenolite. And the remnant of the zinc oxide react with zinc eugenol. We have working time and setting time. What do you mean by working time? Working time, it is the time for mixing the material, carrying the material to the tray, after that transferring the impression to the mouth. All of the sequence we call working time. From the beginning till the end, it's a working time. While the setting time, after placement of the material impression to the mouth, it is a setting time. The setting time subdivided into two types. Okay. If the setting time it is too much, it is uncomfortable to the patient, and usually it wastes for the dentist. Wastage time for the dentist. And suppose that increase the time of the impression in the mouth, some error will occur. Why? Because due to the unwanted change in the mouth. We have initial setting time and final setting time. Initial setting time, it's the period, it's the time from where to where. Period between two time, distance between two time. From the beginning of the mixing until the material decrease to pull away or string out. When its surface is touched with a metal rod of a specified dimension. And from here, the material cannot be changed. This is the setting, but initial setting time. The impression should be seated in the mouth before initial set. If initial set will occur, it cannot be used this impression. While the final setting time, it's the time, the impression, it's okay. It cannot be changed. How you know this is the final setting time? Think a needle penetrate the material. If it is the material defends to penetrate, fail to penetrate, it's the final setting time. It's the time to remove the impression from the mouth. We have two, as we say, we have two types. For both types, we have two setting time, either initial and final. For the initial, the same, while for the final setting time, you have 10 minutes and 15 minutes. We have some factors that affect the increase or decrease the setting time. For decreasing the setting time, يقلل الوقت, how you can control it either by increase small amount of zinc acetate into the material, or drop of water, or increase the mixing time, or increase little bit accelerator. All of 4 factors can cause decrease the setting time. While for increasing the setting time, either cooling the material, or insert the oil, or insert the base paste. What's the base paste? It is zinc oxide. Okay. We have some properties of zinc oxide eugenol paste. The first one, it registers the surface detail accurately. It gives us the final detail of the impression, and the material has a mucostatic properties. What do you mean by mucostatic? Mucostatic properties. Okay, mucostatic impression, that means the material can cause pressure to the tissue. Okay. That's why you cannot use this type of impression for flabby tissue. Flabby tissue, that means movable. When you apply this type of impression, can cause change in the shape or locations of the soft tissue. The material, it's a rigid, that's why we cannot use for undercut and partially dentate patient. The most disadvantage of this material, it is require a special tray for take impression. It's a time consuming. Number 5, it is a good dimensional stable, shrinkage less than 0.1 percentage. Usually, no separating medium for pouring. We don't need separating medium for pouring of the impression. Why? Because it does not stick to the cast, but the material stick to the tissue. Usually, number 7, the paste, usually it can cause adhere to the skin. The skin around the lip must be protected with the Vaseline or any type of dehan to make cleaning easier. Sometimes eugenol can cause burning sensation, irritation to the tissue. For special situation, we can use non-eugenol, zinc oxide non-eugenol paste. The number 9, the impression can be checked in the mouth repeatedly, and minor defect can be corrected without discarding the impression. And we don't need 2 times for the same patient. The same impression, you can correct it and add the material and reinsert to the mouth. And we are finished.